We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Up next, a good one in the NFC West and a wild card rematch from a year ago, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. That's complete left side to Gray. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Called out a very strong gain of 24. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down, as this time they get an even 20.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. At their own 25-yard line. Let's go. The slot man in motion right. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And Charbonnet once again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up fourth down. Levis sets up to throw here. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Pushing his way through.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on is the rookie Jake Moody for the Niners field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Levis to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Levis on 3rd down. Smith-Njigba hauling it in on the out route. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Levis out of the shotgun now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Levis to throw once more. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4th down, Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Off of play action, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Niners at 8-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 7. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 16. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, it's Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Well, we talked a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Niners 17, Seahawks 0. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's Levis. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Levis now on 1st and 10. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Levis. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Penny. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Niners 17. Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's toward. There he goes, left side. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them, that's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did, my bad. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board. As easy to figure out what you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Seahawks take over first and 10. And they're on the 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that route back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Levis to throw off play action. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Levis looking to throw. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. Here's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Levis. Left side complete to Lockett. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Levis back to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yo, lady.
Here's Darnold. To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now quickly here to Smith-Njigba. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On the toss to Charbonnet. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Slot man moves right. On third down, Penny. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here we go, fourth down, Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. Inside handoff, Penny. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They'll run it again with Penny. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. The slot man in motion right. On second down, here's Penny. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Faking the give, Darnold. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Darnold. Got a man right inside, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Now it's Penny running right. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Again, it's Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Smith and Jigba in motion right. They'll try the right side here with Penny. Oh, what a move. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 5.
49ers 23.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all of those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. 2 yards yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, Darnold.
That's complete to the tight end, Warner.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. A strong running. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Darnold.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. McCaffrey, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They throw it out right complete. Touchdown Falcons! Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Hey, lady. Here we go.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that sack, Charles, just looked like the case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw, it's Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead.
Operate within your formula offense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49 touchdown. important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Levis trying to get his guys set as quickly as possible. A handoff to Penny. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Levis gets this to fail. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Levis. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Meanwhile, Levis' throw into the hands of Fan. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Levis to throw. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Penny up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Niners, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.